Hello all English literature aspirants, students and friends. You are once again welcome back to my channel Pragya English Literature. So guys, today's our study topic is Jindyworobak Movement. Okay, so today's our study topic is Jindyworobak Movement. So we will know about this topic if you're preparing for UGC NET JR of English Literature. Okay, so we will know about what is the meaning of Jindyworobak and what were its main aims and who are the famous writers related to this movement and what are the key features related to this movement. Okay, so let's know about this topic in very short time. Let's revise. Okay, so here you can see on the screen Jindyworobak Movement. Okay, so what is the Jindyworobak Movement? So the Jindyworobak Movement was an Australian literary movement that began in the 1930s. Okay, so this movement belongs to Australian literature. Okay, so we have to know about this point. Jindyworobak Movement, this belongs to Australian literature. Okay, so that was the Australian literary movement and it was starting in 1930s. From 1930s to 1940s. Okay, and its aim was to create a distinctly Australian voice in literature by drawing inspiration from indigenous Australian culture and the Australian landscape. Okay, so this belongs to Australian literature, this movement. Okay, and this was starting from 1930s to 1940s. Okay, and what is the meaning of Jindyworobak? Okay, you can see on the screen what is the meaning of Jindyworobak. So the word Jindyworobak, this comes from an Aboriginal language and means to join or to unite, or you can say to annex. Okay, so this word Jindyworobak means to join or to unite. Okay, and it symbolized the effort to unite European literary forms with their original culture and traditions. Okay, and इसमें बहुत से poets थे, writers थे जिन्होंने इसमें कंट्रीब्यूट किया था. इसका जो मेन पर्पस था दैट वाज टू कंट्रीब्यूट इन ऑस्ट्रेलियन लिटरेचर एंड उन ऑस्ट्रेलियन कल्चर. ओके, बहुत से पोएट्स थे, राइटर्स थे, उन्होंने इसमें बहुत सारे वर्क्स राइट करे हैं. उनका जो मेन पर्पस था दैट वाज टू कंट्रीब्यूट इन ऑस्ट्रेलियन लिटरेचर एंड कल्चर. ओके, एंड नाउ लेट्स नो अबाउट सम अदर पॉइंट्स. And next point, what is the origin? Okay, इसकी origin क्या है? So this was starting in 1937. Okay, so this was starting in 1937 in Australia, South Australia. And who was the founder? So the founder was Rex Egamels. This is the writer, okay, who founded this movement. Okay, and there were some other poets and writers also, and they contributed to Australian literature. And what is the key text? Okay, so the key text is Conditional Culture, Manifesto of the Movement. And what are the main aims? Okay, and now let's come on the topic. What are the main aims? इसके main aims क्या हैं? So first one is to develop a national Australian literature and to reject blind imitation of British and European models. Okay, so first was that to develop a national Australian literature, and after that to reject blind imitation of British and European models. Okay, and next to celebrate Australian bush and landscape, indigenous myths, legends and symbols, and Australian identity and spirits. Okay, so we can say the poets, writers wanted to contribute in Australian culture. Okay, and they rejected to imitation of British and European models. Okay, and the next point is who are the major writers related to this movement. So the first one, Rex Egamels, who has founded this movement, and some others are Ian Moody, Roland Robinson, Flexmore Hudson. Okay, so all these are writers, major writers in Europe. Okay, but first one we have to remember about this point. Okay, this writer who has founded this movement. Okay, and now let's know about what are the key features related to this movement. So the first one, strong focus on nature and the outback, and use of Aboriginal words, themes and imagery, and nationalistic tone and emphasis on Australian culture and identity. Okay, so all these are the key features related to Jindyworobak movement. Okay, and this belongs to Australian culture and Australian literature. So in this video we knew about Jindyworobak movement. I hope video is useful for your studies. So like this video, share this video with your other classmates also. Now let's meet in next video with another new topic. Till then, keep reading, keep studying and keep watching my channel. May God bless you.